What up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. There's actually a lot to do tonight. I need to grind for Dragon Man, and I totally forgot about that. So we're gonna be starting from scratch. Let me see. What do we even say for tonight's tweet? I don't even know. Let's figure it out, though. Dearest stretch Marvel champions. What do we say today? Tell the boss. Sending over $1. Thank you, dude. Back to sending over $1 with the absolute quickness, eh? Slap. Thank you, dude. All right, hold on. You can slap me wherever. I'm not as picky as Shed. All right, understood. Well, I still slapped you in the face, so. All right. So I saw Big Hero 6. Not the movie, but I just saw that it was trending the other day, and it was a Marvel movie actually. So let's ask about that. When is Big Hero 6 getting added to the game? No. Okay. Sweet. It was like a few days ago, so I don't know. Might not even be relevant now, but whatever. Alright, anywho. Static sending over 2 saying, rumor is 3060s hit Best Buy tomorrow. Interesting. You know, on Tuesday, there was a rumor that 3070s were going to hit Best Buy. And I totally forgot to look. But that's interesting. 3060, you say. Man, I really want 3070. But, you know, maybe at this point I have to accept that maybe 3060 is alright. It'd still be a pretty big upgrade from what I'm using right now. And it would allow me just to actually build my freaking computer. Yeah. I'll try to be on the lookout for that. Static, appreciate the tip, man. Thank you very much for the 2 as well. Yeah, I may have to keep an eye out. Thank you, dude. All right, let's get this party started. Also, the 3060 is garbage. What? 3060 ain't garbage. I think it was the equivalent to a 2080, wasn't it? I don't know. I'll recheck. It's been a while since I looked at the 3060s stats and all that. But I'll take a look because I don't remember exactly how it compares. So we'll see. I'll have to think about that one. Honestly, it's gonna be so hard to frickin' get one either way. But all right, anyway, I have to check on AQ first. And then after that, then I want to grind for Dragon Man. I totally forgot that I wanted to get Dragon Man. And I have a 0 score for him at the moment. And I want to put up like 2.1 million just to secure that I get him. So it's not going to take a ton of effort, but I better start like now. You know, do a round now, do a round after the stream, right before bed, and then do a round when I wake up in the morning, and that should be good enough to get Dragon Man. That's kind of my game plan. It's only been 19 days since we last saw L1 Alliance Revive and Loyalty Store. Not that much, right? Only 19 days. Wow, has it really been that long? To be honest, I've never picked up a revive from the Loyalty Store, but that does sound like it's a long time to go with that one. We can go hype here again. BG, I have an important question. Should I rank for Gwenpool for Alliance Quest? Should you rank for Gwenpool for Alliance Quest? Probably not. Gwenpool for Alliance Quest, you really want champions that have some sort of sustainability to them. Some regen is ideal. Not every champion is going to have regen, of course, and you don't have to use champions with regen. But I don't know. Gwenpool, she's just not that useful as an Alliance Quest champ. If it's all you have, if it's the best you have right now, and you know you cracked open all your crystals, not getting anything better, you do what you got to do. And if Gwenpool is your preferred champion to take in there, then you know, sure, go right ahead. But like I said, I usually like to keep AQ champs to regen as like a top priority, and then immunities would be like a secondary priority. But Gwenpool doesn't really have either. Imperial God sending over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying Titanic. Sorry, that was a bad icebreaker. Wow. Boo. Imperial God. Boo, man. Take a lap. Watch the ice. Boo. Map 5. A few people asking about map 5. Yeah, so we've done map 5 all week long. Here's the situation. And I could it's funny. Of course this is like the week for people to be getting banned. But like no one in the Alliance got banned. You know, like we could scroll down the entire list here. It's been the same roster for like the same 3 seasons or something like that. And you could see everyone has logged in somewhat recently here. But anyway, one of our guys was traveling, and he thought that he was going to have good cell service, that he was just going to be able to do the standard what's it called, you know, just like AQ AW type stuff. So he didn't feel the need to like leave the Alliance kind of thing, because usually if people go on vacation and they're not going to have good service, you know, they'll just step out of the Alliance. It's no big deal. Someone's alt will fill in, and then when they come back, they get their spot back kind of thing. But anyway, he checked ahead of time to see if there was good service in the area. They said to him yes, basically, but they lied, and he was unable to log in at the start of Alliance Quest. So he reached out to you know, actually this is like the day before AQ started. So he reached out to the leader and let him know the situation, and basically we don't want to screw somebody out of Alliance War season rewards. So you know, because they put in all that work throughout the season. So this week, the entire week, we just stepped back to map 5. Ollie Bamers sending over 3 of them Canadian bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying, who wins a death battle, Mickey Mouse or Pooh Bear? Mickey Mouse, dude. You ever seen that episode of South Park? Didn't he go on like a rampage or something like that, man? I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with a bear, especially if you touch his honey or something like that. But at the same time, man, no, Mickey Mouse, that dude is lethal. Plus, I mean, he's got the power of Disney behind him, and Disney is one of the strongest powers in the entire world. So, you know. Black Star from Zen over 2 saying, so, oh, I went to the wrong arena too. Whatever. Black Star from Zen over 2. So the, yeah, you're getting a little too much there, man. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. Tone it down. Come on, man. It's a bit much. It's gonna be a bit much here. But thank you for the 2. Jefferson Cooper sending over a buck. Give me 1 sec. 4-star Angela unawakened to rank 4. Yeah, I would say so. As a 4-star, I think Angela's fantastic. Plus, we know that she's getting buffed soon. Even before her buff, I consider her to be a good 4-star champ, because she is very straightforward to play. There's not a lot of complicated mechanics that you need to understand to play the champ. She's got that regen built in. Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of... Oh, they brought the Romance Arena back again? Really? I thought we were done with it. Huh. Okay, guess not. Here we go. This is the arena I want. Let's get me a dragon, man. But yeah, so I would totally rank up Angela, yeah. At 11 members band? 11? It was 11? I thought it was only like 2 or 3 or something like that. What in the world? Tyler Buffkins. Yeah, and over $1. Thank you, dude. Where's your last one at? Usually, I think my Chinese cousin is a hypochondriac. I should have known by his name. Oh man. Even though this is like one of those classic jokes and stuff like that, we're also not doing any kind of joke that involves another race or nationality or anything like that. Like, you know, I mean, that joke is so old, I don't think anyone's gonna get offended by it or anything like that, but I feel like it opens the door to other jokes that people would have issue with. So yeah, we also ain't doing that one, man. Dang, man, you guys are making me feel bad here not reading messages, but it's the way she goes. My apologies. It's all good, man. It's all good. Like I said, I don't think people would take issue with your joke. It's just, it opens the door. So we just X-nay all of them. Anything involving race or nationality or any of that stuff. What's up, MSD? Good night, or good nighttime, Brian. Mind checking tweeters? It has a little something to do with damage. Sure. What do we got? What is this? So I've been messing around with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah. This is Abyss, huh? Are you about to just blow this dude away completely? God, that damage is so much. What the F? It's just so much. I can't see the exact percentage because it's so small on my screen. Unfortunately, I can't really make it larger. The full screen mode does not work out well with my setup. But Jesus, man, that's like what, 35-40% that you're taking off just in this little back-to-back combo. I'm mesmerized by it. God, dude, that's insane. That's so ridiculous. What the hell? Black Saturn sent over another 2 saying how much is too much, hashtag tangent, hashtag still call HR. Your last message was way too much. I can't tell you exactly how much is too much, but use your best judgment, man. Maybe don't even use your best judgment. Use someone else's best judgment. I'll say that. Use someone else's best judgment. Whoops. Thank you for another 2, dude. Have you seen the new Spider-Man teaser? I haven't. I did hear like there was a title announcement, but I like to avoid all that stuff, man. Like, I don't know if there was a trailer or if it was literally just they said the name. But if there was a trailer, like, oh man, I hate watching trailers because I feel like they give too much away in trailers. Crap, I just wanted to kill her before she can go and... Oh. Never mind, she still didn't go. Unkillable. Okay. 40% like 20 seconds? Sheesh. Yeah, it's insane. And that's Infinity Man, who, you know, okay, yeah, I mean, there's champs that work well against him, for sure. But there's also a lot of champions that don't work that well against him. And he's annoying and tanky and all that. So to do that to that type of target, ridiculous. Ridiculous. In a recent study, it was found that the leading cause of divorce was marriage. Boo. Although that's true. I can also hear that. Use someone who has good judgment. Judgment. Classic. What is that? Is that a Marvel character? Is there a Marvel character named Judgment? Is that a thing? Having 5-star or Colossus 4-star? Who should I rank up? Oh boy, I think that Colossus is actually better. If you're talking about like a Havoc to rank 3 or a Colossus to rank 5 as a 4-star, I would actually recommend Colossus. I think the immunities that he has, just the overall tankiness of the champ, for that area of the game that you're going to be going through, like Act 5 and such, I would say Colossus. GG, hey, so what happened with map 5? Star came in at the end of that. We just got a guy on vacation who, I mean, you could just scroll it back. I don't want to explain the whole thing. Basically, the short version, we have a guy on vacation. He's not banned. You can see everyone still logged in the Alliance, but he just didn't have service. So we weren't sure if he was going to be able to join AQ on day 1. I think he's back now, actually. So, like, we could be doing map 7 now, but it feels wasteful this late in the week. But he should be back now, and we didn't want to kick him out because the end of season rewards. BG, should I start Act 6 100% without my 5-star ghost at rank 5 being awakened? Doing 100%? Are you able to do the variants first? I don't know what champions you have. The variants are typically better for like that like faster reward gain. And then if you can use some of those resources to take your ghost up to rank 5, that would probably be a huge help in your exploration of Act 6. Cosmic Ghost Rider is essentially like a buffalo. At his base, he's pretty strong, but once he gets going, he's essentially unstoppable. Buffalo can reach a max speed of 40 miles an hour with ramp up. Really? Dude, I had no idea buffalo were that fast. That's crazy. Their bodies are so big. I would expect maybe like 25 miles an hour. 40 though? Holy crap. Donut Cop, you got yourself a 6-star Venom tonight? That's awesome. Congrats on that, man. Tom seeing over one of them New Zealand bugs saying, BG Twitter share. What do we got over here, Tom? Speaking of, hello. We got a Cosmic Ghost Rider right here. Nice, dude. Very nice. Very nice. I'm still kind of trying to decide what I want more to target for my next 5-star champs. If I do want to go for Cosmic Ghost Rider, it'd be like a Cosmic Ghost Rider and Guardian Awakening combo deal, which would be nice. But then there's also I-Bomb, and I think I want I-Bomb more than I want Cosmic Ghost Rider. But then there's also Apocalypse, who I think I want... I don't know if I would say more than I-Bomb, but maybe he would actually be better for something like a Legends run than I-Bomb. So I guess kind of more than I-Bomb. So I kind of want all 3 class types. So I'm kind of screwed as you know what to go for next. I think I am leaning more towards Apocalypse though. I mean, he's just such a beast. So I probably should do that. Recently completed Act 6, BG. Didn't really enjoy it because nearly every boss required a specific champ to defeat. Got a 6-star Black Bolt and Yandu, which was disappointing, but glad it's over. Dang, man. I mean, that Black Bolt's kind of cool, to be honest. I mean, I kind of dig him. But yeah, Yondu, unfortunately, not very good for pretty much anything. But yeah, man, congrats on getting through it. That is awesome. You got Cosmic Ghost Rider in your 7th dual class? That's not bad at all, man. Nice. Sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. I wish. I've never been there, but I could use the money. I'm sure they would be able to sponsor the stream a good bit. Brother got his first 5-star today. Roblin. Okay. That's a good first 5-star. Nice. You should have a 3-star Psycho Man. Is that good? Well, everybody got a 3-star Psycho Man. They mailed him out. He's not very good though. I would not recommend tossing resources into that champ. You got a 5-star Wolverine from the Romance Crystals. Nice. I'm thinking I'm gonna pop open Romance Crystals tomorrow. I just finished trading away all of my envelopes, even though I guess we're getting more. Or not envelopes, the Valentine's cards or whatever they are. And I've done all the side quests and stuff like that, but I guess now I have to do this arena, and then the calendar also is going to give a few more. So I maybe I'll hold off. I'm not sure, because my thing, like, we're going to get a few more, right? But I suppose I could just still pop these open and then maybe add the other ones to 5-star opening. I don't know. Hey, Paul Bryan just bumped into a ghost comedian. He was dead funny. That's a tumbleweeder. Also tweet, sure. Yeah, I'm about to die here. Oh, never mind. We're good. Here we go. Found ya. Don't know if saw my last sweep. I completed Act 5. Ultron only took 1 revive with Corvus, but 5 stars are rubbish. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think I saw it, or we talked about it or something. But nice, dude. Yeah. Unfortunate. I mean, Hawkeye. It's funny. Hawkeye. He was one of those champs that was considered underrated at a time, but these days, I feel like no one really cares about Hawkeye anymore. He could use a little bit of love. He's the type of champion that his base kit is not the worst. It's very much so on the basic side of things. But if they just got a little bit of a stat tune-up, and then maybe they just added like 1 or 2 little specialties. A lot of people always had the idea of like rotating his special arrows and stuff, which could be cool. If they figured out like a nice way to do it. I don't know. Sometimes the rotation stuff works and sometimes it doesn't. I think if they did it in the same way they did like Claire's rotation, where you just end on a light hit, I feel like I would like that. So yeah, that could be cool. Wouldn't mind seeing that dude get buffed. PG, can you please make a video on how to make long arena streaks, please? I do have an infinite streak video. It's a little on the older side at this point, but the information's still valid. It just back then when I made it, there were only 2 arenas, the 3-star arena and the 4-star arena, which are now the 3-star arena and 4-star basic arena. But here's why that's still good. Number 1, it lays the foundation, because all of the arenas are virtually the same. You just use slightly different, you know, star level champs, but the general concepts, they go across all the arenas. And the other thing that's good about that video is those 2 arenas, like the 4-star basic arena in particular, that's the most important arena for newer players. So yeah, watch. I still recommend watching that video. It goes into really good detail, and when you get to a point where you're able to handle higher level arenas, It's not that hard to kind of adapt that info. Cameron Peterson sent it over one of them Canadian bucks saying, ABG tweeted her, please, or sure. Not exactly what you said, but close enough. All right, let me see here. BG got a bit to say in this, but I just beat Variant 5. I got Mutant 4-5 gem and knew exactly who deserves it. But I also need advice. I have 2 paths left, and then Variant 6 Chapter 1 is 100%. I will use the 3-4 gem on AA. Here is the node, and here are champs. Wait, hold on. Okay, got the 4-5 gem. 2 paths left. Okay. All right, you're doing good, dude. Yeah, this apocalypse, that is going to serve you well. Okay, wait. Hold on a sec. Okay, so this node. So you get poisoned. I mean, like, I can't remember exactly how the shrug off ability works for Mole Man. Kingpin, if you use a synergy with Kingpin, he can handle it. But maybe Mole Man would be able to handle it as well. Because, I mean, once, like, if you can shrug off the poison, guaranteed, then you should be good. Like, hold on. Let me look up Aunt May real quick. Let me see here. Aunt May, Kingpin, Synergy. Is it this one? No, it is not that one. Is it this one? Nope. Oh my god, did I really click on all of them? Okay, here we go. It's the one with Hood and Joe Fix It. So, plus 100% rage, purify, ability, accuracy. So, yeah, if you put one of these champs on the team, you'll be good to go with Kingpin. And if you have willpower, like I feel like that's the combo that I would look to use for that path. Just taking another glance at your roster here. Sentinel, he's poison immune, but the problem with Sentinel is he's low rank, it seems, and he's unawakened, and it's just gonna have a rough time. Whereas Kingpin, I feel like will do pretty well. So that's the strategy I would use. Good luck to you, man. Hope you get through it. Dude, Bobby is becoming champ next week. It's happening. Bobby? Who is Bobby? Usually the rest of my roster is Doom, Apocalypse, Sim Supreme, and Sunspot. So it'll still be good to do Act 6 100%. I mean, you could, if you're trying to 100% clear something, you just got to start and wait until you run into a problem, you know? I don't know every single path off the top of my head for Act 6 and what issues you're going to run into, but just start clearing it out, and then when you come across a path where you're like, my champions aren't really good counters for this, then you just move on to a different path and you save that one for when you're able to rank up a champion for it. Oh wait, you guys are talking about wrestling. Okay, all right. I see you and Big Red now talking. It's happy Miz won, but Bobby would be a great WWE champ. Okay. I was like, who the heck is Bobby in this game? Like, I mean, there has to be characters named Bobby, right? Actually, isn't Iceman? Is Iceman's first name Bobby? Give me some Marvel credit if that's true, and I knew that. BG, I'm sad because I only have 2 5-stars. A Venom, which I know is good, but then I recently got my second 5-star, who is Classic Spidey. You bummer on the second one, but man, I wouldn't be sad if I were you. Venom is really good, dude. Venom will last you so long in this game. Not all of your champions are gonna be good. So yeah, like, Don't be sad, man. Don't be sad one bit. Come on, get out of my face, Yellow Jacket. Iceman is Bobby. Yes. Did VG just know something from the comics / movies? Not even the movies, because I don't think I've ever seen a movie with Iceman in it. Was Iceman in the... Wait, actually, no. Maybe you're right, because Iceman, he was the first X-Men, I think, right? If I remember correctly, I don't think he had a big role, but I think he was in, like, the classroom or something like that. I remember seeing some ice effects in that movie now that I think back to it. Imagine MCOC, but with fatality. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, the special 3 is like a fatality in a way. You just gotta get the killing blow with it. But, no, I mean, fatalities are awesome, of course, from Mortal Kombat. It might be a little too gruesome for this game, though. Today's day and age fatalities, at least. Today, oh, man. The Mortal Kombats of the past... I mean, I guess we're going back a few years at this point. The last... I don't know, like 5 or 10 years or something like that. The fatalities have been crazy. But going back to like the original games on like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 and stuff like that, I feel like we could probably get away with having those fatalities in this game, you know? Weren't that bad. I think it's the updated graphics that does it though, you know? Because back then when you like ripped a dude's arm off and you just saw like some red pixels coming out, you're like, oh, okay. But these days, yeah, the graphics, they're just too good for it. B Daniels, sending over 10. Thank you, B Daniels, saying, BG, you thinking about team for Path 4 Abyss? Said I'm bringing 5-star Doom and Aegon, 6-star Corvus. Question is Nick or Ronin. Also, should I awaken 6-star rank 2 Torch for adrenaline and health, or just use 5-star rank 5 max sig? I would just go with the 5-star rank 5. I don't think it's that big of a deal having the 6-star. Yeah, I mean, actually the adrenaline is nice. You're not wrong. You know, especially when you want to build him up and you're taking a lot of those blocked hits, just, you know, recovering from that damage. It does add up. But to be honest, no, man, 6-star awakening gems, they're so hard to come by that I would just stick with the 5-star rank 5. And I went with Fury over Ronin on Path 4 because Path 4 was my final. So that'd be my advice. That Red Skull fight does suck pretty hard. But you could always use Doom and just sit there Doom cycling like crazy. And it's annoying, but I don't know. I feel like that was probably still the way to go. Because Fury does help in some other fights, and his synergy even is nice. So, I think it's probably best to leave Ronin at home. Good luck, dude. Good luck to you. Cameron's in over another buck saying, hey BG, Twitter again, please. Sure. This isn't you, but that's Mike responding to MSD. Wait, I don't see another tweet here from you. Maybe it just hasn't come in yet. I don't see a different tweet. Unless you're talking about just looking at the same tweet, but I would need more context like that again. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe it's just taking a second to come through. I'll refresh it again in a minute here. What would you think if Disney mandated that Kabam had to remove Punisher from the game? Is there something wrong with Punisher? I mean, that would be my first instinct. Is I don't know what's wrong with Punisher. As to why you're asking, I'm guessing something. So, I'm guessing there's some issue with the character. but what exactly is it? You got me really curious now. Hello, Brian. Hello, Abby Doe. BG, if I have a problem with Act 6 100%, should I go for Act 7? Yeah, a lot of people said that they preferred Act 7 over Act 6, so definitely recommend that. Absolutely. Cameron, I'm still not seeing a tweet from you, so I don't know exactly what happened. Did you? I mean, occasionally, sometimes people send a tweet, but they forget to tag me in it. If that happened, you can just add what's it called? You can add just a follow-up comment and just tag me in that follow-up comment. Due to recent political controversy. Okay. Well, let's definitely stay away from the political side of things, but I don't know, because I don't know the full context, and if it was, I would hope that they would try to find a way to stop people from using their image, because it is copyrighted, right? So if they want, they can try to get people to stop using that image if it's like that's something you can go to like court over easily, right? Well, maybe I shouldn't say easily because I know nothing about law. But if you're using something in like a way that puts like a negative spin that like hurts your image, isn't there some fancy lawyer word for that? So I would hope that that would be like a first step thing. But yeah. Okay, wait, Cameron, here we go. Found you now. ABG, I also tried in 100 of those quest crystals and opened 1,000 units. Put them straight to my mastery setup. I spent too much time with bad mastery points. Nexus defense. Nice, dude. Yeah, man. That's the best thing to invest in is masteries. So, yeah, I don't know exactly which ones you unlocked. Were you the person that didn't have precision or cruelty? I can't remember, but yeah, man, masteries are where it's at. They make all of your champions stronger. They're like a catalyst for your entire account, you know? It's just ranking up your entire account. Libel, slander, I don't know. What about bird law? Oh, if you have a question about bird law, come at me. I'll tell you all about it. Slander's the one I believe. Okay. They've stopped artists from using the characters, etc. Sometimes artists who created / co-created the character. The Ghost Rider co-creator, Mike Pluge? I believe is one of them. Okay. Defamation was the word I was thinking of. But yeah, like I said, I don't know all the stuff. I don't know. Like to be honest, I would hope that they could avoid it for other people's sake. But you know me, I've never been like a mega Marvel fan. You know, I've become more of a Marvel fan since this game, but at the same time, it doesn't bother me the same way in, you know, if it was Diablo related, you know what I mean? I'd be like, what? Come on, man. You know? But anyway. B. Daniels, yeah, I don't know if I'm saying how many fights you actually use Fury for, though, because looking at Path myself, didn't look like a lot. Would you mind checking for me? If not, no worries. I use them for, I think there's a MODOK on the Path. Yeah, I guess let's just pull up a map real quick. Hang on. Let me see. Like I said, too, he's got that synergy, which some little attack boost is actually really nice. Although not required by any means, but Let's see here. So path 4, it's the green path, my last path that I took. I used them for the end of Gulk, which would have been annoying using someone else. So that I mean I definitely count that. Use them for Yellow Jacket. I used him for MODOK. I tried using him for Red Skull. It didn't really work out so great. I had to do with the Red Skull. I could have do it, but yeah, I wasn't the best at it. So it was those fights. Those are the fights that I used him for. BJ, if you want to go toe-to-toe on Bird Law, well, better brush up on your... What is that? How do you pronounce it again? Pocono? Yeah, it's got to be Pocono, right? Of course. As in the Poconos. Pocono Swallow Knowledge. Oh, man. Dude, I need to watch some Always Sunny. I feel like it's been too long. I've seen a few episodes somewhat recently. But, like, I haven't even seen all the newest episodes and all that, man. Hopefully they added them to Hulu, because I think that's where I was watching them. I love me some Always Sunny. Super Sam's and Overbuck. It still feels weird not calling you Cody. Still trying to get used to it. BG last, please. Sure. BGA CMSD's CGR and raise him a newly duped Proxima. In parentheses, CGR is still way better. Okay, let's check it out. Where are you at? Okay, here we go. Looks like Realm of Legends, Wolvie. And there's no, he's gonna, I mean, he's dead, right? Oh, yeah. Just instantly dead. That'll do it. Her special 3 is definitely one of the most satisfying in the entire game. It's... You know what I like about her special 3? It's not that many actual hits, you know? Like, sometimes you have a special 3 and... Like, what's a good example of a character that does a lot of damage, but... spread out? I mean, Doom, I guess. Doom has, like, a bunch of hits, right? And his special 3 is decently hard. It's not amazingly hard, but it's decently. It does some good damage, right? But in comparison, someone like Proxima is just, I'm going to hit you a couple times, and you're going to die. and that's it. Game is over. Like, you feel the weight, I guess. You feel the full force of that special. Dude, I'm so not used to running my 4-stars in this arena. For whatever reason, I keep looking to sort my champions by 5 and 6 stars. I don't know why. Brian, if I have 8,000 units, do you think I should go for Abyss with Argon? Totally. Argon owns. At rank 4, just ranked up. He's awakened. No. I take it back. Argon does own, but at rank 4, no. I recommend getting him to rank 5. You can do other content to get that champion to rank 5 first. It'll be worth it. It'll be well worth it. Like, Abyss is doable with a rank 4 Aegon for sure, but the difference between doable and like what'll actually be a relatively fun experience for you it's a big difference, you know. Usually it is. She's a lot of fun to use. Yeah, I enjoyed using her on my the Unzo account. I had a good time with her. I just wouldn't want to use her all the time. It's one of those ramp up processes that once your roster is like crazy good, I don't really want to be bothered with that kind of ramp up so much. B. Daniels, Senator Buck saying, so I guess me putting Siggs into Ronan was a waste? I wouldn't say that. I mean, Ronan, dude, he's good elsewhere besides the Abyss. There's always going to be fights where he shines. There's always going to be, you know, I mean, Act 7, there's an entire path where Ronan's a beast. I don't know if people already found a path for him in 7.2, but like, dude, this guy has had use in the game from day one, or maybe not day one, from day whenever Ronan got added. Was he originally in the game like from day one? I don't know. Of course, Realm of Legends, like you couldn't get the 4-star until Realm of Legends was out, but maybe he was available as a 3-star from day one. So yeah, man, he'll always be useful. Ronan was an OG, I think. Okay. Who should I awaken 5-star skill, Brian? I don't know your roster. You did not include the champs that you're trying to decide between. I can't. I mean, the best champions to awaken as a 5-star skill. Just to spout off the top of my head a few of them. Fury, Aegon, Falcon. Yeah, those. Kingpin's cool, but I don't know if I would awaken him. Maybe I would. I don't know. I go back and forth on Kingpin all the time. Like, I think he's a great champion, but he could be played unawakened. But at the same time, he gains a decent bit from his awakened ability, so maybe I would just awaken him. Can't remember all that Mole Man gains too. Oh, you know what? Mole Man, he gains some bonuses based on the opponent's health, right? He's another one that's like, maybe I would just leave unawakened. Black Star from Saturn over 2 saying, daily beating or whooping for life. You must pick one. Is there a difference? Those sound like the same things to me. Daily beating or whooping? Yeah, explain the technical difference to me. Because I always considered those the exact same things. So you'll have to let me know. Like, there's an ass beating and an ass whooping, you know? Like, I feel like they're the same. Bediano sent over another 2 saying you misread last buck before Ronan won? What? Oh, there was a different one here. So 3 fights versus 1 fight. Well, I guess it's Nick. Oh, dude. My bad. I didn't even realize I missed that one. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, that Red Skull fight probably is the hardest fight. Well, harder. It's a harder fight than those other 3. Well, is that even true? I don't know. But, I mean, it is a brutally tough fight, of course. But, yeah, no, I do think Fury is the right way to go. I definitely do. Its levels of intensity. Beating sounds worse. I mean, beating does sound worse. But I always consider them basically the same. You are beating others, but you get whooped? I don't think that's what he was saying. I'm gonna go with whooping though, just because it's a funnier word. And it also reminds me of whoopee cushions. So, I'll just go with that one. Because I don't see a follow-up from Black Sarah from here. Ryan just maxed out my 5-star Aegon. Feels good. So can you please choose some really good characters for Abyss for me to use? I have a lot of them. Just need your advice. I mean, okay, here's the problem. Because now this is like 2 questions like this in the past few minutes. I can't pick champions for you guys if I don't know your champions. It's not possible. I can't do it. If you have every character in the game, then what people like to run is Aegon, Fury, Torch. Doom is like the last of the 4 Abyss Horsemen, but for the easy path, Sim Supreme is arguably better than Doom. And then usually as a 5th, people run like Heimdall or, you know, White Mags or someone like that. But as I can't tell you which champs to bring or awaken or rank up or any of that stuff if I don't know your champ. Ryan, why has Reddit started notifying me by email when I get 25+ upvotes on a comment? And how do I turn that off? What did I change? Read like Mario. It's a making me mad. Oh my god. I don't know why I tried. I can't do any impressions. Abdo. There's no like unsubscribe button? I don't know, dude. I've never gotten an email from Reddit ever. I've posted some things that have more than 25 upvotes. I mean, if they literally just started it in the last like couple weeks or something, it has been probably a good couple months since I've posted something on Reddit, or at least something that got 25 upvotes. I told you my options, B. Daniels. You did tell me your options, so I appreciate that. A for effort at least. Okay, good. Great. Now imagining a mental picture of Abdo dressed as Mario, and honestly, I think he could pull off the look. I think so too. Abdo, you want to meet up for Halloween, and we could be Mario and Luigi, or maybe Mario and Princess Toadstool. Feels so sad when people say who their champs are, but when they ask again without the champs, that's when BG sees it. Was that what happened? Did they ask in a previous comment who the champs were? Or something? You being the princess, Baldy? I mean, maybe. Perhaps. Metal Mario dude out. Alright. Later, Metal Mario dude. Dude, man. I do kind of feel like playing a Mario game. Someone was saying that yesterday. That they were, their internet was out and they were playing Mario instead or something like that. I do kind of miss playing Mario games. Dude, don't be silly. Pete would be the princess. Duh, you're absolutely correct. You're totally right. UJ, you're noticing your attack value seems super low. Me and a few others in our alliance have just started having this issue in Arena and Quest. Rank 5's critting for 800 damage. Really interesting. I haven't paid attention. But no, I haven't noticed any attack values being lower. You're the first person that I've seen mention that. No one in my alliance has brought that up. No one else in here. Has anyone else noticed anything like that? Like what I mean, you said arena and quests. If it was just quest, I would ask you which quest, but it's both? Interesting. But no, man, I haven't noticed anything like that. Like even my 4-star MODOK here, he's critting all right. I don't have suicides on or anything, but he was still getting a few 2K crits in there. Black Sav from Sen over 2 saying, great, your daily whoopings begin at 8:17 a.m. Hashtag bearskin. Okay. Is this like You're gonna take off your belt kind of whooping? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, man. You know what I always think of? Man. What was that show called? The Wayans brothers. The dad on that show. Don't make me take off my belt. That was always great, man. That dude was hilarious. Actually, never mind. BG is 100% Yoshi. I mean, he already has omnipotence over eggs. Dude. I never really thought about Yoshi like that, but you're right. He is the egg god. He is the original egg god. Big Daniel sent it over another buck saying, I notice it every time I do arena. Really? Super Sam saying, BG, that low crit has happened to me about 4 to 5 times in arena over the last month or so. Full suicides and rank 5 5-star hitting for less than a K sucks bad. Do you guys know if it's with like a specific champion or something? Is it when you're fighting against a specific champ or fighting as a specific champ? I don't pay attention enough is the problem. Like I'm hardly ever looking at my game when I'm in the arena. Like I'm almost staring 100% at what you guys are saying, you know? I swear it's happened with Magic. PG, can I get another week to do all the lower level quests this month? Feeling a little behind. What? Can you get it? I mean, I don't have any control over that. You do have another week though, man. I mean, this is the final week for it, but at least you got a little bit of time. UG, is very rude of you to discuss all these Mario characters without bringing up the true hero, Waluigi. Hashtag justice for Waluigi. Oh man, that's still a thing, huh? They still haven't added him to Smash Bros. That's crazy. It's messed up. I used to have 360 wave in my hairstyle, but now has been growing for 2 extra good months. Do I need to cut now? Dude, you're asking the wrong person about hair. I recommend slapping a bald cap on there and calling it a day. So I keep saying BG, I'm just trying to answer your question. It's happening with my whole roster throughout Arena, AQ, Act 5, and Event Quest. Not clearing for more than 1K. That's wild, man. Yeah, like I said, I haven't noticed anything like that myself, but you know, try to get a video and upload that to like the forums or something like that, in like the bug report section, and hopefully they can get that fixed. B. Daniels and over another 5 saying, I was joking, thought you'd pick up on the fact I don't do arena. Oh. Thought you knew me? Walks off crying. Oh man, dude, I was just trying to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, that totally went over my head. Soft ban for cheating, maybe? Nah. No, definitely not. I know some people in here who are totally legit that said it, so definitely not a cheating thing. That would be a funny way to ban somebody, though. Can you imagine? Like, you don't actually ban their account. You just make it so that their damage... Like, every time they do something wrong in a game, their damage just goes down by 10%. Like, every time, man. So, okay. You get banned once. It's like a week-long... like, instead of a week-long ban or something like that, okay, your damage down by 10%. Second time it happens, down by 20%. Eventually, your champions, like your 6-star champs, are just hitting like 3-star champs. or 2-star champs. And they just never say anything to you about it. Never an explanation. Joe Bob sending over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, can you help me understand how boosts and synergies interact with war placement and defense? Like when to boost and if it actually sticks. So those things do not affect war defense at all. So do not boost for placing your defenders. And also synergies, they just do not work. None of the synergies, the unique synergies, the little bonus synergies that give a little bit of plus health or plus crit or something, you know, anything like that, none of it works. That stuff is only for offense in war. It's not really so clearly laid out in game. So for the longest time, everyone thought it was a bug, actually. That it was like, dude, how come my defensive synergies aren't working in war? And people were like outraged by it. And then I think we all realized, wait a minute, this is probably for the best. If oh crap, if defensive synergies worked, or synergies worked on defense, better way of saying it, there's some really nasty synergies out there. Stuff that like wouldn't even be a problem normally. So like defenders that wouldn't even be normally a problem. So like Hulk, for example, he's got this synergy that when he dips below 20% health, he gains a bar of power. Dude, when Hulk gets low on health, if he gains that bar of power and gets to a special 3, he's gonna kill you. Like you would just automatically have to have a champion that can survive a special 3. Pop an invulnerability boost. Even then you might be screwed because that special 3 could stun you. And then how is that information laid out clearly in a war? What are you going to do? Like look around war to see what other defenders were placed along with that guy? Maybe there's some way that they can add it to like the node description, but then that just makes things even more confusing when trying to get into a fight. So it's for the best that that stuff doesn't exist in war. In my opinion. But yeah. Just fought Sasquatch and it said, sorry about that, bud, on the screen. Yeah. Because he's Canadian. Cloud of Contempt. And an over 2 saying 2? Question mark. Okay, what do we got? Can you imagine your rank 3 sitting for like 100 on medium crits? I'd be furious. That'd be worse than not being able to log in at all. Yeah, man. They should do it. I mean, no, realistically, they shouldn't do it, but for fun, they should do it. Maybe it would like, it would wear off over time. You know? So maybe it wouldn't be permanent, but it'd make you think twice, man. You'd be screwed. You basically, that account would be good for logging in and collecting your calendar rewards, and that's about it. Tony Dolas in over 5. Thank you, dude. Hey, Brian, I just 100% at 7.1. Nice. And you got Cap Infinity from the Nexus 6-star. Very nice. He was with Angela and left Gladiator Hulk. Couldn't be happier. Love Act 7. Good content. Awesome, dude. Yeah, that's a great poll, man. Cap Beardo, one of those champs that probably going to be useful forever. It's tough to get him sigged up as a 6-star. That's the only real downside to him, but aside from that, good stuff, man. Crap, I didn't want to get another special 3. Whoops. Yeah, congrats, dude. That makes sense. I get that. Imagine a game mode where that stuff did apply. New way to play for more content. Like the old base idea that was scrapped. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it could potentially be a thing. Like, I mean, here's one of the issues with this game. This game is time consuming. It just is, man. Like, even if you're not spending time grinding the arena all day and stuff like that, I mean, you know, on the day-to-day, you don't have to necessarily spend that much time in game. You know, just keep up with the basics of like Alliance Quest, and every other day, or you know, like three days out of the week Alliance Core. That doesn't take that much time. But if you want to progress along, well, there's the monthly content, there's the side quest content, the story content that, you know, is slowly rolled out over time, the legend content, as in Realm of Legends, Labyrinth, Abyss. Like, there's a lot to do in this game, so it ends up taking a lot of time. The incursions, forgot about the incursions. And actually, the incursions is a great example of this, where when incursions came out, you know, they didn't really take time away from other modes. They just like added that on top of the game. And it was like, man, like there's already so much to do though. So I still think what they should have done, and this was my feedback actually going back to dungeons. This is my first piece of feedback to Kabam about that mode, was find a way to remove other modes from the game. Like maybe not remove them entirely, but take some time away from them or combine them. I tried to get arena and dungeons combined into one. That way dungeons was like a way to tag team points towards arena and stuff like that. So if they do add another mode, I'd be okay with it. And if they wanted to make it a little on the more complicated side, okay. But they would have to find a way to cut back time in other modes. Like, if they just chopped AQ in half. They wouldn't do it. And it's probably not a good idea. But just as an example, they could literally take Alliance Quest and just be like, okay, now it's 2 sections instead of 3 or something, you know. BG, should I rank 4 Magneto Awakened or Hulkbuster Sig 25 on Act 5 Chapter 3, both 5 stars? I would go with Magneto. Well, yeah, I think I would go with Magneto. That's actually a tough question, because Hulkbuster with that regeneration, fight to fight, he'll be really good for a lot of that content. But Magneto is just so good, and there's so many metal opponents, and the final boss, Ultron. I would still go with Magneto, and Hulkbuster, he'll still put in some work at rank 3. Should I rank 5 duped Hype, duped Corvus, duped AA, unduped Claire, Torch, duped Blade, or duped Fury? I run full suicides. Have a Mega Red and goes to rank 5 already. Starting variants. Okay. Starting variants. Well, let's see who's good for variants here. Hype, not the best for variants. Corvus, also not the best. AA, not the best. Claire, very powerful for variant 5. Torch, not the best. Like, these are great champions elsewhere, but they don't lend themselves that strongly to the variants specifically. Same thing for Blade, same thing for Fury. So I would probably go with Claire. And I mean, you have very strong champs for variant 6 already in Omega Red and Ghost. So maybe start with variant 6, but have Claire ranked up so that way you can do variant 5. Plus, she's amazing with suicides. So I would do that. Holy poop, if AQ was only 2 sections, I'd jump for joy. What a beautiful fantasy, my bald friend. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, there's no way they would do it. And I don't even think Kabam would cut AQ like that, even if they did add an additional game mode to the game. But that is what I think they would have to do, straight up. because this game is already packed with content. They have to find some kind of way to cut down on time in other modes when adding new things. UG Hunter wants to know, do you prefer Fireball Mario or Snowball Mario, aka Lags' Italian uncle? Or Lags' Italian uncle. Oh boy. Okay, well, if it's an Italian uncle, then the Snowball is probably lemon Italian ice, which is delicious. So, Snowball. Just looking at Hunter's comment now. I'm trying to copy my last, but it keeps deleting it when I try to paste. Tries to know me. Huh. Weird. Well, we got to the bottom of it anyway with the help of Glory. That's weird. UGAW is close to an end. Really open for a long off season. 3 weeks, please. To be honest, I'm not. I don't want a long off season. I totally understand, man. Alliance Wars, it's intense, and it's good to have a break, and you know, that downtime sometimes it is very nice. But dude, Alliance War is like the biggest source of my 6-star shards right now. Like dude, I don't want. If I could, I would legit vote for no off season. Everyone would hate me, but I would actually, right now at least, want no off season. In the past, I very much so was like, oh God, thank you, off season. Whew. Thank goodness. Bad idea. Do not eat the yellow snow. That's probably true. I forgot to tell you, should I rank for Magneto? He is not duped, or Havoc that is duped. Sig 20. Magneto. Definitely between the two. AQ sucks. Do you know anyone who enjoys AQ or says AQ is their fave game mode? I think AQ, it's not the flashiest mode, but a lot of people like it for its consistency and the rewards from it. So they're like, there's a lot of alliances that they're AQ based and not Alliance War based, you know. Like I don't know if they would necessarily say Alliance Quest is their favorite mode, but like clearly they like it more than War. So there's that at least. But to be honest, I don't really mind Alliance Quest. There are definitely days where I'm like, Alliance Quest. I actually really dislike map 5 of Alliance Quest too. Like I've always said this, man. The higher the map, the better. Because when like map 7, everyone is responsible. Everyone has to be. There's 10 different paths. Everyone has to be playing. When we're doing map 5, we were literally 5 hours in to the map opening up, and only 5 people had joined. Because everyone's like, it's just map 5. Who cares? I'll let somebody else pick up the slack. And it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. It's always been like that since the time I started playing this game. The higher the map that you do, and the more that everyone has to be responsible for themselves, the more people will be responsible for themselves. No matter how dedicated a player is, when they're given that break time of like, oh yeah, it's just a low-end AQ, people will slack off. It's just human nature, you know? This topic provides an interesting question. What is your favorite game mode, or any that existed temporarily that you would like back permanently? My favorite game mode is the mode that I invented, which was 6.2 itemless. That was my favorite. No, I mean, story always has been my favorite. I would say I really enjoy Incursions. Incursions probably my second favorite. The problem with Incursions is, like I mentioned, it's a mode that is like an afterthought for this game. Because the foundational modes, the core game modes, they already existed, and then Incursions was thrown on top. And the rewards for it, while they're not bad, they're also, you know, it is an afterthought mode, like compared to something like Alliance Quest, where you're like, oh yeah, I gotta do Alliance Quest, I need these rewards. Incursion's just like, okay, here's a bonus for those who want it. But I really, like, I enjoy it. I have fun doing Incursions. Having a good Incursion partner definitely helps with that. I totally get it for the people who do not have a steady Incursion partner, and are like queuing up with random people, and those random people die in the first room, or maybe they only wanted points from the first room, so they quit out afterwards. That sucks. But I really enjoy it, playing Incursions, actually. I would say Arena is probably my third favorite. Just chilling out, not much stress, the opposite from the story and Incursions. I don't absolutely hate AQ, and I love the rewards, but I like AQ a lot more if the links were just gone and you had 24 hours to just do your fights, except maybe the boss. Yeah, I hear you, dude. AQ, there's plenty of ways to make Alliance Quest better. They're working on, I mean, didn't they say in the, what's it called, the roadmaps, they're working, what, like the raid system? I still don't know what that's all about. I imagine it's just like gonna be like the next iteration of Alliance Quests, when they have like raid bosses they were talking about. I'm interested in seeing how that looks. How are you supposed to rank up your champs without playing AQ? Yeah, exactly. It's like nearly impossible. You better be buying some serious offers. You know, Cloud of Contempt at 05 saying Adityan Emner has an interesting question. It's been a long time since Alliance War working / strategy has been thoroughly explained through all the tiers. Let me find their question exactly. BG, I'm now level 41, but didn't touch Alliance War until now. Don't know how to play Alliance War. Could you put a guide on this topic? That is interesting. I don't know if this is gonna help. Alliance War, it's tough to make a guide on Alliance War. Like, there's long discussions from Ludum Taters. If you check out his channel, I think there's like a discussion video about defense. But at level 41, defense should be one of the furthest things from your mind. There is like this little button when looking at Alliance War. Like this little question mark button next to the history on the top there. If you hit that button, it gives this breakdown. Like I said, I don't know if this helps you to understand. I don't know anyone who actually looks at this stuff. Most people don't even know it's in the game. But it does at least break things down a bit. I don't know if I would make a video on it. I think, I mean, I think there's value in a beginner's like friendly guide to Alliance War, so I'm not saying it'd be out of the question for me to make. But I feel like something like that, it almost would be better for like Kabam to put out, You know, of like a just like a real quick, okay, here's how Alliance War works. I wonder if something like that like exists. Maybe they do have a video. Like Kabam, they actually used to make some videos back in the day. Very few, but they did make some videos. And I'm talking about like, you know, before the deep dives that Dave makes. Because of course, you know, Dave does a great job with those. But I'm talking about like a new feature would come out, or like a new update would come out, and it would literally be like Kabam Mike doing the voiceover, or one of the other Kabam people. Adora used to do the voiceovers for a few of them as well. It was pretty rare. They might have only done like 4 or 5 total. But I wonder if they did one for War back in the day. But beginner videos, I definitely think there's value in beginner videos. I just feel like I would want to make like an entire series. Like I'd want to commit to an entire series of beginner videos. Whereas just do like a one-off beginner video. I feel like maybe it wouldn't make a ton of sense for the channel, kind of thing. This is one of the reasons why I wanted a website where people can just find that info easily, but YouTube, it's not the best format for doing like a one-off type of thing like that. But yeah, having an entire beginner series is good. Daniels sending over another buck saying, one thing I'm curious about, BG, is how much did all those 6 stones increase your overall PI, or did they enough to notice? I actually thought about that too, but I thought about it too late. I thought about that when I was already editing the video, and I recorded that video like a few days before I actually did the editing. And there was like a level up event in between there, so there's no way to know. I actually don't know how much it increased the PI. Like, we could use Aunt May to do some, you know, to check like on an individual champion level, but that would be a lot of work to do. We can do it for like 1 champion just to get an estimate. So I parked for work, and then I realized I have this big box to drop off at UPS. My backpack and my cup of tea. I like a champ, carried all of it in 1 trip, 2 blocks. It's like carrying all groceries in one go. Holy moly. That box was big too. All right, let's look at MA. We'll take a look at 1 champion here just to get an idea for it. So let's see. Which champ would be good? Well, let's use Tigra. Even though my Tigra was rank 1, I think. Let's just pretend that she was like a rank 3. I think like 4-star rank 3. You could see her. This is like prestige is the same thing as base PI, right? So 2000, like 2207. At Sig 20, that's 2630. Sig 99, 2793. Like, even at rank 3, that's a big difference. 500, you know, like almost 600 points between Unawakened and Sig 99. So, and then of course it's an even larger difference at rank 5. Rank 5 should be 4,900 at Sig 99 and only 3,873. So yeah, man, 6 stones, they do add a lot of rating. Even 4 stars. But I don't know the exact amount. Anyone watch the new MK trailer yet? I did not. No, I don't want. It's for a movie, right? I stay away from movie trailers. I probably will watch that movie because I actually remember watching like the first Mortal Kombat movie, and I was into it, man. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know if it's, you know, stood up to the test of time. But the first one, I liked it. The second one, Annihilation, I don't remember liking that one as much. But I don't remember it all. I remember the first one quite a bit. I remember like the final fight with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, and then like I remember the ball punch from Luke Cage. That was always great. As a dude, hold on. I'm gonna see what year that movie came out. Dang, there needs to be an auto fight for the arena, so I could type while playing. Let me see. Mortal Kombat 1 movie. Okay, 95. I saw that movie the year it came out, so... No way, dude. Did I see that movie the year it came out? I was only 8 years old. I mean, it was only a PG-13 movie. I think I did see it the year it came out, but... now I'm not 100% sure on it. Maybe I saw it like a year or two when it came out on like VHS or something like that. In any case, man, we're talking about I'm like 8 or 10 years old. Somebody getting punched in the balls. There's literally nothing else funnier on the planet except for maybe farts, which are also hilarious to an 8 to 10 year old, and also to a 34-year-old. But yeah, I love that so much as a kid. Your soul is mine. Glory, I did hear that, man. I don't even want to say it out loud just in case it's to spoil other people, but I actually did hear that too. Which is disappointing if that's true. The first Mortal Kombat is good stuff. Cheesy, but still enjoyable. Annihilation was terrible even back then. Haven't seen it in forever, but I can't imagine it got better. Yeah, I mean, it was very forgettable, so that's probably accurate. But like, I legit remember a lot about the first one. Like, I can't even describe all of the scenes, but I can kind of visualize them. There was like a scene on the beach. I just remember Shang Tsung like morphing into Liu Kang's brother. I don't know, just memorable bits. The scene with Scorpion in like the forest or something like that. Get punched in the balls and causes a fart, comedy gold. Pretty much, man. All right, Daniels. So maybe 10 to 12K-ish, roughly. Maybe. Might be a little high because some of those might have only been rank 1, but yeah. And they didn't all go from like Sig 0 to 99. Then again, it was over 1,000 Sig stones though. So yeah, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe a little bit less. Get out of my face. Puts Mephisto in the arena. Actually, I don't really mind Mephisto in the arena. I take it back. You're cool, dude. Even though you have that pseudo second life. Didn't consider it to be one, just going off the trailer, but I got you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really consider it to be a spoiler either, but just in case. The movie's barely been announced. I didn't see honestly, I wish that I didn't even know. I just saw other people, or you know what? I saw it like trending on Twitter. I didn't even click on it. I wish I can get rid of those damn trending messages. Frickin' Twitter, dude. Like, it doesn't show on this screen when I have Twitter like this, and that's why I like having it to the smaller view. But if you expand it, Here we go. On like the right side of the screen here. What's happening? Like, dude, I don't care what's happening. I'll look for it if I care what's happening. Don't tell me. You know? But it's hard to not see it when they just kind of shove in your face. I get it too. I mean, that's part of what Twitter is. For the most part, I like Twitter, but you know. Mephisto walked so Nick Fury could run. Bobbin time, you ain't wrong. Also, MK had the bomb soundtrack. Yeah, that's true. You can't go wrong when your soundtrack is fire. That's very true. The movies, CG really didn't hold up well, though, especially Reptile. Yeah, there was an animated movie, by the way. Now that you mentioned the CG in the real life ones, there was an animated movie that I thought was good too. All right, that's enough of these 4 stars. The run. Let's just scoop up some of the low end milestones. I'm gonna get Dragon Man from the arena. I just only want to use my top 5 stars or 4 stars. BGA was 100% 5.2.3 on my Act 5 exploration journey, and there might be a Corvus bug. I brought in my Corvus, and no charges. Hit 1400. 1 charge, 1400. 3 charges, 1400. But it's normal everywhere else. Huh. Yeah, that's strange, man. Other people were talking about some damage bugs too, so I don't know what the deal is. They've lived there for over a year or so. Wait, must be a part 1 of this. Here we go. BG, speaking of farts, yesterday I was vacuuming out the Jeep and the neighborhood was very quiet. I splattered my shorts. What a way of saying it. I splattered my shorts and looked behind me, and the neighbor lady was there. They have lived there for over a year or so, and we have not spoke one word to each other, and that was our first interaction. I was dying inside and laughing my ass off. Oh, that's great, man. Splattered my shorts. Time Master, I heard about the Spider-Man news. I didn't see like a trailer if there was one, but I did hear they kind of had an announcement. Terminator 2 was ahead of its time. Amazing movie. Terminator 2, it was, but that movie scared me too much as a kid, man. I couldn't appreciate it as a kid. You just actually watched the original the other day. Totally forgot Sonya was played by Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison. Dude, Glory, last time I watched that movie, I had the same realization. I didn't know it either as a kid. I mean, I saw Mortal Kombat before I saw Billy Madison, but yeah, dude. And then dude, as soon as I realized it when I watched the movie, I had like the Chris Farley in my head of like, that Veronica Vaughn, what is the exact quote? Has one piece of ass or something like that, whatever he said. When, like just that though, like his voice was just in my head. Oh man. Dude, speaking of a movie I haven't seen in forever, Billy Madison, wow. Haven't seen that movie in such a long time. BG, who do you love more, Laura or Seaton? Beware that if you say Laura, then beef with Seaton will be confirmed. Listen, I'll take any amount of beef as long as it's not beef with Laura. So, yeah. BG, I have 3 5-star champs: Mojo, Spider-Man, Sim, and Terax. Whom should I rank up for Act 5? Hold on. 3 5-star champs. Mojo, Spider-Man. Or... Yeah, maybe Tarax? Tarax, he just got buffed. I haven't played him much since his buff. But he would probably be the best out of those. Probably. Ace. That's what he said, right, Hinach? I need to hear like the exact quote from him, because like I said, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. They would do a remake of Police Academy. Is there a remake of Police Academy? I think now that you mention that, I think someone else mentioned that some other time too. Hold on, Police Academy remake. I'm seeing news about this in like 2018. Oh wait, Key and Peele will produce it? I gotta look more into this, but I was gonna say, man, a remake. All right, here's the problem with a remake. The original cast was great. They need to bring a quality cast to the Police Academy movies. Hold on, what did Police Academy get for a rating on IMDb? I could hear the Police Academy music in my head. 5 out of 10. Okay. Fair enough. But if Key and Peele behind it, then okay. That brings a little bit more faith to it. If that was even true, because I was just reading a headline. I don't know what's actually going on with that. New Spider-Man movie, new Spider-Man in game. That's how it goes. Yeah. What up, Frojo? O'Doyle rules. If quoting Billy Madison is cool, you can call Glory Miles Davis. Oh man. BG, do you Airwalker getting buffed soon? Do you think? Is that what you're saying? Do you think Airwalker's getting buffed soon? I have him as a 6-star and he sucks. I don't know, man. Hard to say. They're kind of bouncing all around with buffs and reworks and things like that. You know, we just had 2, Mole Man and Tarax, that, you know, they only came out a year ago and they got buffed. So I could see the same thing possibly happening with Airwalker, but no one really knows. Rob Von Raid. What up, Rob Von? Thanks for the raid. Yo, BG, would you rather see more tier 4 basics in the Catalyst Arena or a whole new way to get more? To be honest, I haven't really had any issues with tier 4 basics. They're always a resource that you can never get enough of, because, you know, there's so many champions that I would rank up all of my my 4-star champs to rank 4, if anything, you know what I mean? But I feel like tier 4 basics I actually get an okay amount of. Ever since they changed them in the Glory store from half of a tier 4 to a full tier 4. Maybe it's just because I pick up a bunch from there. But if I had to pick one, whether it's other areas of the game or the arena, I would say other areas of the game. I feel like there's enough from the arena. Yeah, I don't know. What happened to Cade? Cade, he's doing other things. I just talked to Cade not long ago. We had a nice Zoom call for like 2 hours. This was like 3 weeks ago or something like that. Maybe 4 weeks ago, somewhere in that ballpark. And yeah, he's doing great. he's just busy doing other things, basically. He always had plans to do some other creative type things. And he's just working on that stuff. I don't want to share exactly what he's doing, because I always figured like he would share it if he wanted to. Which I told him he should. But still, it's not really my, it's not really my place. But I can tell you that he's doing well. Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, and Dave Chappelle will be some of the few that have to be in the new Police Academy. I don't know. Like, those guys are funny, but like the thing is, it was a specific type of cast from Police Academy, you know? Like, first off, the dude that made the sound effects, his name escapes me right now. I think his first name is Mike, right? Dang, I can't remember. I don't even know if Mike is right. But I mean, the sound effect, like, I mean, how do you top that? How do you replace that? You need another guy that can do those sound effects. Those comedians that you just mentioned, they can't do that. And then you had that guy, Tackleberry. That guy's face was just hilarious. Like the way he played that role. Like, Michael Winslow. That was his name, right? Good call, Easy. Tackleberry's face, or like I can't remember if he had like a relationship with that one female officer too. But like she had an intensity about her. Like, you can't just stick funny people in any movie and expect it to work. It has to. They still have to be the right people. So, would I watch a movie that had like all of the best comedians in it? Yeah, probably. And that's why sometimes they do bring on, those comedians or actors or whatever, just because they can sell tickets. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're like the absolute best fit for that role. And they wouldn't be the best fit for that role. John Loss sending over $1 and Relast 6.5.5. BG, can you help explain the Lionheart node? I'm on Act 6.5.4 and want to bring in the right champions. Is it 6.4.5? Is that what you're saying? Because there is no 6.5. That would be Act 6, Chapter 5. But the Lionheart node, I believe that's just a node where you can't reverse their healing. Is that the one? Let me pop into a quest real quick. See if we can find it. Crap. God, I hate that you have to click on the book select in order to go back. They should change that, man. Like, I don't know. It was a cool idea when I heard it, but it's a clunky system. Let me check in 6.4.5. Okay, he did say 6.4.5. Okay, cool. Well, let's check it out. Give me a sec to find so I could read exactly. Because I always get Lionheart and a different node confused. So here we go. Okay, so whenever the defender's healing abilities will be reduced or reversed by a debuff, they aren't reversed. Gain potency, and the defender deals a whole bunch of damage to direct damage. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to reduce or reverse it by a debuff. You can still use a champion like Warlock that has that passive way to cut the opponent's healing. Or you can just out damage the healing. Because basically they don't want you to use like this node, Lionheart. It was made to counter someone like Void. This node didn't exist before Void existed. And then Void was, you know, very powerful, and then they added something like this to kind of counteract him. Because they want you to either come up with an alternative solution to Arc Overload or just out damage and deal with it, and that's just the way that the fight is extended. So yeah, don't use heal block. Actually, wait, does heal block work? I don't know if regular heal block works or not. I actually don't know. Because you're technically not reducing it or reversing it. You're just like turning it off. So I'm not even 100% sure about that. But yeah, they just don't try to reduce or reverse it, or else it's not going to work. It's going to backfire. You're going to take a bunch of damage. They're going to heal extra. And that's pretty much it. And for this quest in particular, like I said, if you have a Warlock's a beast. If not, you'll just have to kind of out damage things here. Also, Torch is pre-fight, since that's a passive, and the Nova Flame is passive. That should work for something like this too, if you had to use it for one of the champions in particular or something. Heal block. Okay, Cloud of Contempt is saying heal block is fine. A few people are saying heal block is fine. Also Despair is fine. Okay. Yeah, I always forget about Despair too if it works for this, but okay. So it's good to know that works too. Technically, Despair is a passive reduction, so I get why it works. It's because you're not putting a debuff that is having that effect. You're not putting a Petrify on the opponent. You're putting an Incinerate from Hyperion or something like that. I wonder if Torch's regular Incinerate works too then.
Man loves beans.
That one I don't think would work, but I don't know. But yeah, I hope that helps. It's really not that hard of a node to deal with, to be honest. It's just very wordy. Nova sending over 2 $1 super chats here, saying, hey BG, just pulled 5-star Dr. Doom. Also just became uncollected last week. Super happy, dude. Congrats on both of those. I also have the 3 and 4-star. What should I do now? You rank up the 5-star. Doom is a beast, man. Yeah, rank up the 5-star. I mean, let's say you already have the 4-star version at rank 5. Well, you don't have to rank up Doom immediately as a 5-star. But, like, as soon as you can. Yeah, pretty much. Forget what I just said even. Just rank them up as soon as you can. There's no need to complicate it. Doom is a beast. And then your other one, just randomly pop a science and Mystic Christopher Fun, your 5-star Doom. Okay, so yeah, basically the same message. Okay, yeah, it says you said donation sent twice. Weird, but yeah, congrats, man. As far as what content you should do next, I would still continue in Act 5 and try to do a single clear of the rest of Act 5. If you're not quite ready for that yet, no worries. Take a bit of time. Take a little bit of a break, a little breather. Do the uncollected monthly, since that's now open to you. Maybe step up the difficulty in the side quest if you're able. At least feel it out. And just continue trying to rank up champs so they can continue moving on through story. You don't really want to hit the back issue quests yet, the variants. Save those for after you do a single clear of Act 5. And even potentially Cavalier. And yeah. Orange Juice sending over €1, saying, I'm so hype and still in disbelief. What's the previous message? Hey BG, how are you doing on your 55th birthday of the year so far? Congrats on your Legends run success. Little update on my end. I looked out on my romance calves and finally pulled a 6-star torch. Oh, dude. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. You're still in disbelief about my 55th birthday? That's because I haven't had that many birthdays. But nice, man. Congrats. And thank you about the legend success. Thank you, dude. An all-star cast of Police Academy would be a trash money grab, most likely. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather some lesser knowns surrounding a central guy like Mahoney would be ideal. Yeah. Unless they went Jump Street on it, which was hysterical. Instead of trying to remake the original, they had fun with it. That's true. Yeah, actually, 21 Jump Street. I like that as well. Then again, I also never really saw like the original, whereas this time I would kind of be comparing it to the original. But it was a good movie. What was I gonna say? Yeah, if they just have like one or even like two people, it'd be fine. Like if they had, okay. If they had, I feel like if they had Shaq play Hightower, I'd be okay with it. You know what I mean? That was his name, right? Hightower Police Academy. Yeah. It wouldn't be a perfect fit, but I mean, you know, I'd be okay with something like that. There's no replacing the actual Hightower, but Shaq would do a good job, I feel. Evan Zundog sent over 3 saying, look at the camera and say, Zundog, it's time. What is it time for? I don't know what it's time for. Wait, I didn't want to go to the crystals. It's not that time yet. I love getting ignored by chat. It reminds me of real life. Let me see. What? Did I not read this last one? Weren't all the actors relatively unknown at the time apart from the 2 leads? I think I read that. Or did I not? Because there was a couple similar messages this time. The next bite in MCOC from the next movie will be one of the others. You heard it here first. Okay. Interesting. I don't even want to say, man. I mean, everyone probably knows what you're talking about, but just trying to avoid any and all, even of the remotest of spoilers. Alright, this is what I want to do, though. I want to go through this quest. One more question, though. Does Red Hulk need to be awakened? He doesn't need to be awakened, no. Got anything on the map here? No, we don't. Let's just pick a random path. Do you have any tips for Act 5? I mean, Act 5, it's, you know, you gotta get specific with your questions. Like, I don't know if you're just starting Act 5, if you're on your way to the collector or where you're at. But just for game crash, just for generalized advice about Act 5, it of course is a step up from Act 4. You know, try it out. If you don't feel ready for it, no worries. It might take some time to develop the rest of your roster. If you haven't finished Act 4 100%, I highly, highly recommend doing Act 4 100%. You'll gain a bunch of levels. You'll gain mastery points. All of your champions will be stronger as a result. And in the time it takes you to do that, it gives you time to, you know, just open up more crystals. But if you're having trouble with something more specific in Act 5, then you'll have to say what that specific thing is. Right, my brain says arena tonight, but my heart says finish Cav while completion is on. What do I title my stream? Go for completion, dude. Follow your heart. Your brain is good, but your heart is always right. I got you. I didn't think it was a spoiler since it's not out yet, but I agree. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's not a spoiler in the sense that you'd get banned in here for saying it. But, still. BG, better rank 3, Warlock or Guillotine 2089? I'm not sure. I love them both. I think Warlock, by a long shot, is better between the two. To be honest, I don't even think it's close. Guillotine is amazing. She's great. Warlock, next level. Oh, God. Well, that sucked. Good thing he backed off there. But, can you throw your special? Is this all or nothing? And I didn't realize it? No, okay, there we go. Jeez. If it was all or nothing, luckily Sorcerer Supreme would be able to handle it, but it wouldn't be that fun of a time. Those are some good crits. But yeah, Warlock is insane. Snowberry, that's kind of what we were just talking about. That's what we were just hinting at. Some people really try to stay away from any and all info about new movies. So, I kindly ask you to do the same in here. No, nothing about news or trailers, anything like that. Leave all that info aside, if you don't mind. And got an intercept for this node. Come at me, dude. Oh, thought I had it. Sorcerer Supreme might not have the best reach. Oh, she's blocking this too. Oh, I might die. No. Wow. I could not get an intercept to save my life right there. Okay. Let's go with Symbiote Supreme. Actually, your heart is more on the left. Boo. There we go. I can land an intercept. All right. And we got some stagger action going for the next unstoppable. I think the timing on that gonna be good? No, it was not good. Son of a... I'm getting beat up again here. That's unfortunate. Warlock is miles better in Alliance War. Seriously, a shutdown champion? Yeah, Warlock is just insane. Some Supreme I thought was going to be more fun to use in this quest. Hasn't been super fun right at this moment. Oh, I'm still getting my butt kicked over here. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to use Doom for the next fight. Man. EG, what are you playing? This is the Cavalier. This is the final quest in Cavalier. I just had some energy to burn, and I just wanted to do that real quick. Did this path with 4 stars. Wasn't a good time. I almost did this path with 4 stars. It didn't seem too bad. I like, honestly, I think I should have picked this path over the other path that I did. But I just happen to not be playing very well at the moment. So, yeah. Uh-oh. I almost screwed up there again. Doom is really good for this quest. I mean, big surprise. Doom is good for a lot of quests. But he is really good for this one, too. Just pulled 6-star Sunspot and a 6-star Warlock back to back, so I'm happy. Nice. Congrats. Have you tried not getting hit? I'll think about it. Oh, God. No, I gained a little bit of power just then. I could have saved myself. Luckily, Doom is the tankiest guy alive when it comes to eating a special 3, so... Look at that. Still plenty of health. And it's just gonna light him up. Doom is so safe. Anyway, I'm not even gonna finish because I don't have enough energy to finish, so I'm just gonna pop open a couple crystals. We're gonna call it a night. No, not getting hit. Oh, not getting hit? Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong now. Got it. Herbert, I would answer your question if you didn't have so many emojis. Please don't spam emojis. I beat my first PI champ that was over 20k, and it was so hard. I don't know how you beat these guys daily. You get used to it, man. Dude, it's early on. It's impossible. It feels impossible, right? Like Winter Soldier in Realm of Legends was like, no, don't even bother trying. Some units, dude, triple units lined up. Come on. Only 75. I'll still take it. Usually, how do you suggest I should get ready for Uncollected? I'm 2 months into the game and finished Act 4. Have you 100% Act 4? Because 2 months in, I feel like you probably haven't 100% it. But 100%ing, it's one of the best ways to prepare. You level up, which will give you more mastery points, along with just the chapter rewards in that quest, giving you mastery points. And, yeah, just sticking with the, you know, doing the normal monthly event quest, side quest. If you're in Alliance, that, of course, you know, Alliance quest, giving you the rewards to rank up your champs. Act 5, you really want more of a team than you had in Act 4. You might have been okay with just using like one champ and a synergy and kind of going like mostly all in on that stuff. Especially the first quest of Act 5, the Flare node, you really want more of a team for it. Usually my timeline online is telling me it's Richie V's B-Day. Happy birthday, Rico, wherever you are. Dude, shout out to Richie V. What a good dude Richie V is. Met him at Comic-Con. Of course, he's a Lokian. It's got the Loki history. Yeah, man. Shout out to Rico. Okay, on that note, though, guys, it is going to be a little bit late here, so I'm going to grab a link to Abido's stream. And then I'm going to head out for the night. Here's the link to Abdo's. Shout out to B. Daniels for being tonight's biggest D. I still love this font with B. Daniels' name, where it looks like an actual face. But that's just 0110. But it looks like some crazy, like, wood carved face type thing. I don't know. It looks sweet to me in my head. It's white and red painted. Something out of the Three Ninjas or something like that. All right, in any case, though, thank you to everyone else, too. And no announcement for March update? Probably soon. I imagine we'll get that info soon, but not yet. All right, later, everybody.